Hey, good morning, everybody. Roy Caballo, Caballo's Realty, right? Today's a little bit different. I'm in the truck, got to run some errands, got to go to the Board of Realtors, Royal Palm Coast Board of Realtors. That's my primary board. And today's Let's Talk Real Estate, primarily for agents. Let's talk about lock boxes, right? I'm going to show you a couple different kinds. I got to drop this one off, get it reprogrammed, pick up another one that we just purchased. Um, Going to talk to you about pros and cons, things like that. Let's go on a little journey. I'm going to take you with me. Let's hit the road and do it safely. All right? See you in a bit. So we're here. We're at the Board of Realtors, right up there, other corner, right there. Actually, almost the entire top floor is the Royal Palm Coast Board of Realtors. So, gonna run in there real quick. Just kind of maybe show you guys around. Maybe, I don't know if they're having classes or not. I don't want to interrupt them, and I didn't shoot any video while I was driving, so yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. I know other people do, but that's not me. So, and no, I'm not dressed pretty because I'm not teaching today. I'm not doing any kind of business with the board. I have no Leadership Academy functions today, so I'm just kind of a little bit casual. But let's go upstairs and take care of this lockbox real quick, and I will catch up with you guys in just a minute. Okay, mission accomplished. Got two lock boxes in the back. This is how real estate works. Got to run errands, got to do a few more things. About to head home. No, I'm not going to video on the way home. I don't really think that's cool per se. Did manage to get a new sign writer, which is super amazing. Let me share that with you. All right, hold on just a second. Okay, got home a little bit ago. Had to take care of a couple of things. Had to talk to a couple of agents because that's kind of how we do it. We support our agents as much as we possibly can, even up to 11:30 at night sometimes. So, okay, so let's talk about locks, right? I told you earlier, went to the board, great trip, see some super nice people there. Royal Palm Coast is full of great people that are all about supporting their members, and picked up our locks. One of these, this is known as a Supra lock, right? S-U-P-R-A, a Supra. These are electronic. They're actually pretty cool. Have a life expectancy of about, I've been told by the board, approximately 10 years. Depends on battery and the weather and things like that. One of our customers just had to remove one from a house that had actually been on the house for about 10 years, and there was no salvaging it. Pros to this, and lots of agents do that, put their contact info on the back. So the pros to this, electronic. You have to have an app to open it, and the minute an agent opens it, I get a notification on my app that says, hey, they're in there, and I get a notification when they put the key back. So I do have some validation that someone with an app opened it. Don't be confused or don't be misled to believe that actually is that person, right? It's just like electronic signatures. You send it off into cyber limbo and you're supposedly believing that that person on the other end is the person signing it. Same thing goes with these. You know, person shares their app, they're not supposed to. Person shares their app or their login, password, whatever. Somebody else can open this, right? So some appraisers can open these. I even know of a couple of home inspectors that can open these. Usually it's a person that is dual licensed. In other words, they have a real estate license and an appraisal license, or there'll be a home inspector that also has a real estate license, something along those lines, right? So it's super cool. They do have a life expectancy on them. Batteries do go out. They're not really that glitchy. If you want to know that much information that, hey, cool, that's the way to go. They are pricey. We paid almost $80 for a used box. A new box is, I want to say, approximately $112 or $115. It's less than $120. If you get a box from another agent, you will need a letter from the agent stating that they have either sold you the box or they have given you the box, and that needs to go with you to the Board of Realtors so that it can be reprogrammed. Otherwise, they're not going to give you the time of day, right? So just something to think about. If you got more questions about Supras, let me know. So you can go to one of these. This is a little bit nicer. We opt for the ones that have the covers over the numbers, right? And this is pretty nice. It's got a little more space to it. So pretty simple. Dial the code, you know, and on this one of my particular favorite features on this one is that you can press both of these in and the entire shackle comes out. On some of them, the shackle will, only one side of the shackle will come out. So you can put this pretty much wherever. These little jewels right here are probably, I want to say we gave like $45 for this one. You will see a version of this, and I'm going to just do this for display purposes real quick. You will see a version that looks like this with no shackle, and there's holes on the inside where this can actually be bolted to the wall. Not uncommon in properties that are maybe VRBOs or Airbnbs or something like that, where you see one of these on the outside of the house and it's just bolted on one of the walls by the door or something like that. They do make several versions of this also. This is just a little bit nicer of a lock. Don't give out your codes. Don't give out your codes. I already did a video about that. Don't give out your codes, right? This is what we typically get. I have no endorsements. I know very little about this company other than I like their product. They didn't give me any locks. I'm not getting anything for them. I got this off of Amazon. We actually bought, I think it was a 6-pack of these. So these are about the cheapest way to go. These come in a bunch of different styles. Some of them have the covers over the numbers. I kind of like those. I think it keeps the combination a little safe from the weather. But there are some truly cheapy versions of these that I would not want to buy. I'm not singling anybody out, but we prefer the ones that are a little bit heavier duty. And like this one also, the shackle comes all the way out. So it's another nice feature. But you will see these, and you can actually get these I want to say like 6 for $50 or something like that. Sometimes even cheaper than that. You can get them in orange and pink and white and whatever floats your boat. This is probably one of the more common ways that you will see. We've used simple lock boxes like this for years and years and years. This is the first year. This is the first year that we've actually gotten a couple of these. Our business has picked up. We've got some great customers, some great sellers, some great buyers, just folks that trust in us and believe in us, and they want us to help them out. They understand that we understand the market and how it works. So we figured, you know, with every facet of business, number one, you have to be invested in your business. Number two, you got to want it. You got to want it not just for you, but you got to want it for your customer. I'm going to quote from Simon Sinek. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So for all you agents out there, one of the best pieces of advice that I could give you starting out, outside of, you know, a little bit of technical information with regards to locks, right? Figure out your why. Figure out your why. It's really important. You know, these great, easy to use. Like I said, these are like $45 a piece, right? But they're super sturdy, no battery, nothing to worry about life. Just keep them a little bit lubricated. Take care of them. They'll probably last forever. These, right? Cheaper, still super easy to use. No batteries involved. No nothing like that. Cons to these: you don't ever know, really, honestly, who's opening these. The only people that should have these combinations is the agent themselves and the homeowner. Because if the homeowner's in a tight spot, they're gonna need to be able to get into those keys. Heaven forbid there's an emergency or something like that. And there have been occasions where the homeowner chose to give the combination to somebody. These combinations, super easy to change. These, you have to have the app, right? There's a shackle code that unlocks the shackle. That's this piece right here. There's a code to open it, and then each person who electronically links to it will have their own code to open it for that particular showing once it's been approved. A lot of information, super fast. Agents, if you got questions, please shoot them my way. I love helping you guys. I was talking to somebody earlier today about the 2% theory, right? I can dump everything into my head into a group of people, and 2% of them will use it. So you know what? I'm a broker. I love to help. I love brand new agents. Come my way. Let me give you the opportunity to be part of that 2% that uses the knowledge. Okay. On that note, It's the beginning of the week. I hope everybody has a super week. It's Roy Caballo, broker owner, Caballo's Realty Referrals. If you got a license and you're not using it and you really don't have time to use it, give me a call. Let's talk about putting you in our referral network, right? Our referral brokerage. That might be the ace in the hole where you can make money and literally do next to nothing and still get paid. 863-441-3295. Hope you guys have a great week. See you all in the next video.